Welcome to our weekly show, Nashville, Tennessee Real Estate Spotlight, where we explore Nashville, Tennessee neighborhoods and bring you the best deals and secret hotspots in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm Mitzi Dela Cruz with the Nashville Dream Homes and Living team, and we post these every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central, so mark your calendars so you don't miss out on the latest deals and hidden gems in the Nashville, Tennessee area. Today we are exploring Fairview, Tennessee. So let's jump into the map and dive right in. So there are 6 main reasons that people are moving to Fairview in droves, and we're going to touch upon all 6 of those. Number 1, I want to talk about education. So Fairview is located in Williamson County, and Williamson County has the best school district in the entire state, some of the best schools in the entire country. And Fairview is the most westerly of the Williamson County cities. So that is why a lot of people are moving there. And then we'll touch upon cost of living and things like that, because that all plays into it. So a lot of people are wanting to stay in Williamson County, might be priced out of Franklin, might be priced out of Brentwood and some of the other cities in Williamson County. But in Fairview, you get that rural feel because there's a lot less people, and your dollar just goes further. So one of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about is, again, the schools. You do have 4 schools in Fairview. You've got Fairview Elementary School, which we're going to drop on down onto Fairview Boulevard, also known as Highway 100. And I'm going to show you, you've actually got 3 schools within a very, very tight proximity. But the way that Fairview has been very intentional about start times and stop times of schools, in addition to just being really careful with different traffic patterns, you wouldn't even realize that there are 3 schools that are within a mile of each other because there's not this huge traffic jam. Obviously, you're going to have a slowdown twice a day, right? When school starts and when school stops, but that's normal and should happen. And you can see here on the sign when the school lights are flashing to let you know to slow down. You should be going 25 during that time, but that's going to be anywhere. And I really do appreciate the fact that, like I said, that they're very intentional with start time, stop times. So here is the elementary school. This is Fairview Elementary. There is a second elementary school, which I'll show you where that is on the map as well. But right across the street, this is the high school. So right here, you'll see this is the front of the high school. There is the stadium, the football stadium, and then you can actually enter. There's a couple different ways to enter, but as far as like dropping the kids off and whatnot, King Road is right back here, and you're going to actually turn down King Road and then bring the kids through to the back of the school. Now, if you continue on, which I'll show you here, let me just get you in the other way that you might come into the school, would be this road here. And as you continue on down this road, you're actually going to come in on the back end of the middle school as well. So again, when I say you've got 3 schools that are all within a mile of each other, I am not kidding. You would think it would be really tight because of the 3 schools, but no, they're just very, very intentional with, even start times and stop times of the school, in addition to directing traffic and things like that. So really, really do appreciate that when I'm driving through Fairview at those different times a day. And I know Google Maps is not going to let us go further than this, but if you continue on down this road, it's going to actually dump you out. You'll drive right on the side of the middle school, and then it's going to bring you out onto Cumberland Road, which during high traffic flow, during drop off and pick up from school, it actually turns that little section of Cumberland into a one-way road. So again, to alleviate traffic. So there you have it. Those are the 3 main schools, and you'll see how traffic flows, as you might choose to visit Fairview. But also, let's look at Westwood Elementary, and you can see that that is not located right off the main road. So Westwood Elementary is here, and let's just drop down here. I'll actually show you this school as well. So this one is located off of the main road. So this would be your secondary elementary school that you're, depending on where you end up in Fairview, you might feed into this school. Another phenomenal school.
These schools are top-rated schools. People love them. People love the tight-knit community of Fairview, and they love the opportunity for their kids to see the same kids. You know, you're growing up with the same kids. You're making memories. You're forming relationships with those kids all the way from the elementary school all the way up and through high school and beyond. So that is one of the main reasons why people choose Fairview. Okay, reason number 2 that people are moving to Fairview in droves. It is the proximity to the Nashville airport and Nashville proper. So as you can see on this map, I've just put in Fairview, Tennessee to BNA, also known as Nashville Airport, to arrivals. So as of this recording, it is noon. So we are right in the middle of the kind of noontime peak traffic time. So you can see as of right now, it's taking roughly about anywhere from 50 minutes, depending on the route that you take. You could take the I-40 and you're going to get to the Nashville airport in about 50 minutes. Or you could take this other route, which I'm not sure why. You could take the 96 and the 140, and it looks like you're gonna run into a little bit of traffic. So I don't know why you would take that route if given the option. But as I mentioned before, TN 100, that's also known as Fairview Boulevard. So if for some reason you had to come all the way through Fairview and you wanted to take that road all the way to the airport, you're looking at more like an hour 15. So worst case scenario, you're going to be looking at about an hour or so to get to the airport. So a lot of my clients are still working from home, and so this really works well, especially my relocation clients that are coming in that want to be within an hour of Nashville Airport. It is a major airport, and so this really does work well for a lot of people. You're still getting those phenomenal schools. You're still getting the great cost of living, which we're going to talk more about in just a moment. But you're still within that proximity to Nashville Airport as well. So just a couple of things to keep in mind. One of the main reasons that people love Fairview is the location and also your proximity to Franklin. A lot of people, they want to be in Franklin, but Franklin, they're priced out of the market in Franklin. So just to give you a little bit more of an idea of what that looks like, you're located here in Fairview, and I'm actually shooting this video in Franklin, Tennessee. And I love actually going 100 Fairview Boulevard. Driving down, you can see all of the changes that are happening right now, but it's just a really pretty drive. As you can see, this is kind of right outside of Fairview. If you were seeing the sign, you'd be coming from Franklin, driving into Fairview. But yeah, I mean, I just did this drive a little earlier today and just went, straight down Fairview Boulevard here, and then made a right onto Highway 96 and came into Franklin that way. So just to kind of show you what that drive looks like, it is beautiful, and I never see a lot of traffic on this road at all. So I prefer to take this way. I'm just one of those people that prefers kind of the scenic route. Even if it takes me 5-10 minutes more, I'd rather go this way and see the beautiful scenery than just hop right on a major freeway and then go from freeway to freeway. So I don't know, you might be someone that prefers staying on the main roads. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Drop a comment, let me know what more speaks to you. But yeah, as far as proximity to everything, you've got the 840 that comes right outside of Fairview, so you can get wherever you need to go. It's a straight shot east to Murfreesboro if you're going that way. If you're going out to the Knoxville area, you can get there. Let me just kind of show you what that looks like. Again, you can see just how close you are to, this is the Franklin area here, Leapers Fork. You're going to be able to get to Leapers within 25 minutes, which is phenomenal because, I mean, who doesn't love Leapers? If you've been out here and spent any time here, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. It is such a beautiful place to be, and I can show you what that looks like. Okay, so we're here in the Leapers Fork area, and there is always always something to do in Leapers. It is just one of those cute little towns. People absolutely love it. And it's very common to actually see celebrities here at Fox and Lock. That's a very common. They have live music, they have karaoke. You just see a lot of people here. They'll bring the entire family out, and just a lot to do, especially if you're driving through here like a Friday night, Saturday night, you're gonna see people are coming out. I mean, even here on Google Maps, you can see cars lined up on the road, and it's, obviously in the middle of the day, but just a cute little place to be, and people absolutely love Leapers. But yeah, I mean, as far as proximity from Fairview, you can get to Leapers within 25 minutes. So again, even though you are, located a little kind of off the beaten path here on the west side of Williamson County, you're still very close to whatever it is that you're looking to do. West Haven Golf Club, for those of you that love to golf, I mean, this is a stunning golf course, and you can see a little more about that and kind of get your bearings here. But we just absolutely love this area. And again, you can see how close you are to everything. But moving on, like I mentioned, I wanted to show you just how close you are, what that proximity looks like to Murfreesboro. Murfreesboro is the exact middle of Tennessee. So we love the fact that you can get to Murfreesboro in under an hour from Fairview, and that's going to put you, in close proximity to be able to get to the Knoxville area within just a couple more hours. And you can see Murfreesboro's got a really cute square downtown area, but we'll cover that on a different video. But just another reason that we love Tennessee, because you have all these really cute areas to go explore and visit, shopping, dining, all of it. You can do all of it in the greater Tennessee area. Okay, so we've talked about education, we've talked about location. Now let's talk safety. So one of my favorite things about Fairview is the way that it feels very, very safe, especially considering the fact that there's a little over 10,000 people in the town. So you've got a lot of accountability, and it's off the beaten path. So again, you don't have a lot of some of the issues that some of the larger cities are dealing with as far as crime and things of that nature. But one of my very favorite resources to learn about different areas is niche.com. So if you don't know about it, you can put in a specific area, a specific zip code, county, whatever level you want to drill down to, and you'll learn more about that area. For example, did you know that Fairview is ranked the 28th best place to raise a family? In my opinion, I would rank it number 1. That's my personal opinion, but everybody has different metrics that are important to them. So you can see things like housing, public schools, these are all rating pretty high. But crime and safety, I was shocked to see a B- on crime and safety. Again, it's all relative, right? It all depends on what is being reported, what type of crimes are being reported. I love that Fairview has its own police force. So you do see a large police presence in the town of Fairview. And that you see that anywhere from the local high school football games to the schools themselves with the SRO officers and things like that. But you definitely see a police presence there. So people are, feeling really safe as they're going on about their business. But I love seeing this statistic here. You've got a really large population of people who own their homes versus renting. So sometimes you can see the correlation between, the feel of the town and how people are really treating things, their homes, their neighborhoods, things like that. So just some really great data there. But again, this is a little out of date, I'm going to tell you. Seeing a median home value of $315,700, I'm going to tell you right now, and we're going to look at some of the values of the properties in Fairview when we get to our deals of the week. But as far as this data is concerned, I'm going to tell you it's a little out of date. It's really hard to get into Fairview at that price point. So I would certainly not call that a median home value. But, and again, that's going to go right in line with median rents as well. I just don't see that as being data that we can rely on as far as these metrics are concerned. This is according to niche.com. I'm going to show you what we're seeing on the multiple listing service, also known as the MLS. But again, this is just one tool of many. So one of those great things that you can use to learn more about an area, about a community, and kind of get your bearings as well. So once again, niche.com is rating Fairview as within the B category as far as safety is concerned. And so, I'd love to know from you. Maybe you live in Fairview, maybe you visited Fairview. What do you think about the area? For me, I always feel very, very safe when I'm there, and personally would rate safety higher. But again, I'm not in charge of the metrics that are being used to rate the town. So very, very community feel to the area. And again, with the size of the town, you're seeing a lot of the same faces all the time. So there's definitely a level of accountability that you're not going to get with some of the larger cities nearby. Okay, so next up, let's talk about the community atmosphere of Fairview and why people love the community in general. So one of the first things that I want to share with you is the Fairview Recreation Center. So if you know anything about Fairview, you know that the folks that live there love the rec center. They are serious about it. This is an amazing place that you can actually get a family membership to the rec center for a few $100 per year as far as what is being offered and the amount that it costs. It is just one of those really incredible opportunities to have the ability to go. You can go work out, you can go play games, you can rent there's a community room that you can rent. So that's, I want to say $65 an hour right now, which is pretty phenomenal to have that space so you can host community events, things like that. But you see, we're right back here, right off of Fairview Boulevard. So again, very, very central. Like I mentioned, everything that's happening in Fairview is pretty much right off of this main drag. And you'll see, even as we go up, it's not that far from the elementary school, high school, middle school that are all along Fairview Boulevard or Highway 100. But let's just go ahead and take a look so I can show you this building. So the rec center is, again, right here off of the main road, Fairview Boulevard. So you see it's the whole length of this building. They do some really cool things in the parking lot. You'll see weekly farmers markets that are happening. And I'm going to get you just as close as I can, but it's not letting me zoom in too far. Oh, there we go. But yeah, so you can see this whole building is the Fairview Recreation Center. I personally love it. You can go in, you can do some free weights, you can do fitness classes, they have dance for kids, they have theater, some other opportunities to just get together in a community location, and it's just really cool. So a lot of different opportunities there. And then also you can see they actually have a pool as well. So this is an outdoor pool. So obviously it's seasonal, right? You can't go swimming all year long, but that is available. So there's a lot of different places where people are, like I said, getting together. There's play dates that are happening. There's some senior classes that are happening and everything in between. So a lot of different opportunities there with the rec center. The price is right. And if you live in Fairview, it's definitely something that you want to take advantage of. Another thing that I want to talk to you about is Bowie Nature Park. So again, when we're talking about the community, this is such a value add. Bowie Nature Park, it is over 700 acres. And again, it's right off of Fairview Boulevard. So again, as we back out, you're going to see the turnoff. You're actually going to come right down. Just to give you some context, the schools are back here. So you'll see the schools, Fairview Elementary, high school's here, middle school's here. And again, as we continue on down Fairview Boulevard, you're going to see Bowie Nature Park. It looks like it should be pronounced Bowie, depending on where you're from. I'm from California. I've pronounced it Bowie forever. Then finally a local corrected me, so now I know. But if that's you and you're wanting to say Bowie, it's not Bowie, it's Bowie. So there you go. But let's go ahead and drop on down so you guys can see, what that looks like as well. And let's just go ahead and zoom in. And this place is incredible. It is so beautiful. Like I said, 700 acres. People are coming in here with horses. People are riding their bikes. People are walking. You can bring your dogs as long as they're leashed up. Bring them, take a walk with the dogs. People are coming in. It's a really easy hike. So when I say hike, I know some of you guys that are watching may think of, rock climbing, really those more aggressive hikes. This is not that. This is really gentle hikes, very beginner level to moderate at best. And there's some different features. There's maps when you first come into the park. You can grab a map. You can see which trail might work best for you depending on how far you would like to go. Or like I said, some of the hikes are a little tougher than others, but still extremely gradual. A really great place to go depending on, how hard you want to push, but still get out into the outdoors. And there are some lakes as well. So love the lakes because you still have that ability to do some fishing and some things like that. That's really fun. Some catch and release and things. In fact, here's one of the lakes now, so you can see that. And then also there's some picnic benches that just run right alongside, so you can, have a nice picnic. And again, another really great place that people are meeting and getting that community time as well. So let's just go ahead. I'd like to show you the park as well. Let me get on out of here. And as we go up here, there's actually a playground. So you can see there's lots of trails, right? Because you can get lost. Well, especially if you're looking at it on a map in an office, you can actually get lost. But the playground, you can't really see it from here anyway. So not a ton to see there. But one of the cool things that I love about the playground is the playground was actually built by the people in the town back in the 90s. So they went ahead and rebuilt an old decaying playground. And you can see as a grassroots effort, there's different slats of wood that, obviously people purchased in order to help support the park, pulled money together so that they could build this great park where generations could come and play and have that time together. It's one of my favorite places for play dates. So again, just a really, really cool place to come meet. You can hike, you can walk, you can bike, you can come in with the horses, you can fish. Just a great place to be out in nature. There is also an outdoor classroom as well. So a lot of people who homeschool are able to come and take advantage of that as well and just come meet and spend time together in community. And actually, shifting gears a little bit, I wanted to show you the website for the recreation center. So if you go here, wcparksandrec.com / well, you see, there's a whole bunch of things. You can / there. Just Google it. It'll come up. It's Williamson County Parks and Rec. But what I really wanted to show you is all the cool stuff that you've got going on at the, as far as what's being offered at the rec center. There's the amenities tab. You can see the gym schedule. You can see, as far as meeting rooms, youth football fields, walking trails, soccer fields, all of that. Aquatics, there's programs and activities, arts and crafts. I knew I was going to miss a whole bunch of stuff, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to pull this up. So you can actually rent for children's birthday parties, recreation classes, like I said, dance. Senior citizens have different fitness classes and group activities and things. There's even pickleball. Everybody loves pickleball. Everyone's going nuts for pickleball. You do have that option as well. And again, I love the theater aspect. So one of the things that I did early on with my own children, I had 5 kids in the house for a long time before I had now my youngest, who's now 8. But when my older kids were little, I always wanted to put my kids in an activity, and it was really tough because there were so many of them, and there for a while it was just one of me. So it was one of those things where I wanted them to have that time, but really had to be intentional with whatever I decided to sign them up for. So for me, theater was great because they all were at the same place every day. What I didn't factor in was they're all going to have different call times, but we worked around it. It was a lot of fun. It's one of those opportunities to really allow your kids to be who they are, and also, develop stage presence, develop the confidence in the kids, and all of those things. So you can see you're going to get a mixture as far as like what you're seeing when you look up these programs. You're going to see, what cities the different opportunities, different theater performances, things like that are being offered in. So this is the Greater Williamson County Parks and Rec website. So when you go and you're looking for specifically for Fairview, you're going to get some of Fairview, you're going to get some of the other recreation centers in Williamson County. So you'll be able to see all of that, all of what's offered, and really be intentional with what you want to look more into and take advantage of. So some of the really cool things that I wanted to show you, you can see even, nature parks, those types of things. Again, there are so many things to do in the greater Fairview / Williamson County area. A lot of different activities and different venues where you're going to see those same faces, see those same people over and over, and really be able to build community in a meaningful way. Okay, again, talking about community, one of the things that I just love is the fact that Fairview is very, very tight-knit, and there's a lot of different groups. Even, for example, here's one. It's the Fairview Women in Business. So I was able to join this group a while ago, and I love the fact that not only are there meetings that are happening, these are happening on a monthly basis. And then you have guest speakers coming in, things like that. But folks are really, the ladies in the community are really lifting each other up, supporting one another's businesses. You can see that, there's a lot of different opportunities to network and to get together. Love the fact that the ladies that are running this page, they're even allowing collaboration from other local communities, such as, here you see Dixon, which is a neighboring community to Fairview. They're promoting the Dixon page here and some different things like that. So just love the opportunities to network, to get together. You can see back in November, it looks like there was a networking event, a coffee and connect type deal. So these are the types of things that are happening, and people are getting to connect and to support one another and to see those familiar faces. Just one more benefit that the town of Fairview has to offer, and one of the reasons why I love Fairview. And number 3, I do one-on-one consultations with folks that are moving into the area all the time, and I would love to do one with you. So if you are ready to take the next step and just discuss whether or not a move to Tennessee might be for you, go ahead and schedule time to meet with me, and I will hop on a Zoom. We can meet one-on-one and talk about your specific scenario, what you're looking for, and just help explore whether or not this move is right for you and where you might be thinking of landing. So I can help you kind of sort through all of that. I know there's a lot of information coming at you, and I would love to give you that dedicated time so we can figure out what's going to work best for you and your scenario. Okay, so I promised you 3 hot deals of the week, and these properties are all in beautiful Fairview. The first one that we're going to talk about is 1241 Highway 96 North in Fairview, Tennessee. This is a 3-bed, 2-bathroom home on a little over 10 acres. It was built in 1970, but it has had some renovations. Now, this house, because it's been on the market for a little bit, they have reduced the price by $125,000. As you can see, the property is vacant. It is ready for its new owner, and I would love to share more details with you. So if you're interested in this property, definitely reach out so I can give you all of the details. Okay, so next up is property number 2. This is 7327 McCormick Drive in Fairview.
This house is beautiful. It has so many of those features that you just expect from the Southern homes. And just, you can see from the front, from the back, this is why this is one of the homes that I selected for the deal of the week. This one's actually been reduced by $50,000. This is a 5-bed, 3.5 bath, and it's 3,700 square feet. So it's pretty big. It's on 0.68 of an acre, so just a little shy of an acre. But this one's been on the market for a little bit. It was built in 2004 and it is ready for its new owner. So if this is the home for you, don't hesitate, reach out. It's not going to be around much longer. Okay, now deal 3 of deals of the week for Fairview is this gorgeous home. This is 7374 Old Franklin Road in Fairview. Now this one is a 1986 build. It is a 3-bed, 4-bath. It's 2,520 square feet. It's on a little over 8 acres. Now this one has had price reductions totaling $50,000. So this one is going to go, I'm sure, here pretty soon. If this is what you're looking for, that single story, open concept, nice, beautiful beam, has some updates to it, feature walls, that dark shiplap. I mean, this house does deliver quite a few things as far as the large ensuite bathroom and laundry right next to the ensuite bedroom. This could be the home for you. So if this is the one, let me know. I'm sure it won't be around much longer, not with that recent price reduction, and would love to get you more details in regards to this home. We have just scratched the surface of Nashville's incredible deals, so be sure to join us every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central. If you're moving here, don't hesitate to reach out. We love helping people find their dream homes in Nashville, Tennessee. And to catch up on any deals you may have missed, check out our playlist.